is Frederick Station, and this is a bit of an issue. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's zoom out. This is the region of Waterloo, and on June 21st, 2019, they launched ION, a light rail running through two of the region's three cities with an enhanced bus route running to the third. Today, we are looking at Frederick Station, a station in the heart of downtown Kitchener, with a bit of a problem. First, let's get a lay of the land. Frederick Station is located between the intersections of Frederick and Duke and Frederick and King. It serves only trains bound for Conestoga, with its counterpart Queen serving trains to Fairway. It has become a major transfer point as many routes serve it, those being the 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 20, 35, 91, 204, and of course the ION, or 301 as it is also called. The problem that I'm going to illustrate has to do with stop and exit placement. Let's look at the official map for the stops around Frederick Station. The first thing that you may notice is that 2 of the 11 routes that I mentioned are not on this map, the 8 and the 20. This is due to the fact that the eastbound stop served by the 1, 8, and 20 is too far away. The westbound stop would be under the lettering and is therefore not shown. I should clarify, these stops are different. The eastbound stop is not actually a stop labeled as for Frederick Station. The stop is labeled as Frederick at Weber. However, this is the closest stop in the eastbound direction to Frederick Station, meaning that to transfer, it is the best option. But we'll get to that later. The westbound stop, on the other hand, is not served by the 1, even though it does pass by, and only by the 8 and the 20. It is also labeled as Frederick Station, Frederick at Duke. You might be thinking, okay, so those stops are a little further away. It can't be that bad. That's where you're wrong. You see, the only entrance to the Frederick Station platform is here. So in order to not cross illegally, you must walk down to the other end of the platform, cross, walk back the way you came, and then cross at least one more time. This takes ridiculously long, as illustrated by this time lapse, and very rarely, if ever, will you actually see people legally leaving the Frederick Station platform. In fact, while I was filming this video, I saw many people using the other end of the platform to leave, whether that be to catch a bus or get to their final destination. A number of things makes this even more confusing. For one, there is a fare machine at the end of this platform, making it look like you could enter from this side. To add on to this, the exit is already an emergency exit and has tactile strips where you could exit or enter. Alright, we've talked about the issues with the stop and exit placement. Now, let's talk about some potential solutions. Firstly, adding a second exit to the Frederick Station platform would be, I think, quite an obvious solution. There's a fare reader and tactile strips already there, however the platform would probably need to be widened. This would not be difficult, as for some odd, inexplicable reason, the turning lane next to the platform was closed for a year, and it caused very few delays. The platform could be extended to cover a portion or all of this lane in order to make the platform a safer and better size. To second this, I feel that some stop placement changes or stop movement could be in order, specifically for the 8 and the 20 in the eastbound direction. I would not move Frederick at Weber, as it provides a decent connection with GO Transit's 30 for out-of-town services. However, I would put a stop at the corner of Duke and Frederick, as this would allow for better transfers between the ION by way of the new platform entrance and other buses just down the road. This would not block traffic, as Duke Street has one lane in each direction, and so buses and other vehicles already get stuck if a vehicle is trying to turn left or right. Overall, making these simple changes to Frederick Station would make it a whole lot safer and significantly improve how people move through downtown. It would make connections smoother, faster, and easier, and it should be done. Thanks for watching.